I mean, it's looking good. I mean, they scored at the end of the period, but we're still up 4-1. I mean, well, it's only 20 minutes. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Well, they just scored again. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's still 4-2. I mean, anything could happen. I'm braced for the worst here. All right, I'm with you. Well, they just scored again. I mean, the Bruins just choked the day. I don't want to be second in line. Oh, hey, they held on to it. Yeah, I knew it would hold on to it. I mean, that was a pretty good win. I mean, Halloween's on the 31st. I think it's a bit early for all these scares, right? Hello, guys. Welcome back to DSFR. Today, I'm going to be talking about Game 8 versus the Hurricanes. Well, we won. We are now 5-3 on the season. I think we're either third or fourth in the division. It's looking close here, but we are getting wins, and it's adding up to win. It's adding up to good points, and we're getting wins, and that's all I can ask for. Tonight was reunion night at the AC. Joe Morrow was dropping the puck, did the annual puck drop, and he was pretty cool. I mean, he was in the broadcast booth for a few minutes there in the second period. He isn't the best at it, but he has some insight, and it's cool to watch him like commentate on the game. It's pretty fun. And seeing a legend for Dallas Stars back at it again, it's really fun. And it was just a pretty cool experience. Stahl with an early chance, he's on a 2-on-1, and then he passes it for some reason. Doesn't get through the leg of, I think it was Klingberg, and we are still 0-0, thankfully. Radulov, he toe drag, passes it back to Ben, and then Ben just absolutely rips it. 1-0 Stars. Fantastic shot. One of the best shots I think I've ever seen. As fast as just a fastball, and like no goaltender would get that. I don't think it went off Darling's blocker just barely. It just tipped it, and then it went up, so it made it look like it was top shelf, but it wasn't the most accurate shot. But it was definitely a great shot. 1-0 Stars. Jimmy Benn gets another goal. Now, I noticed in the first period that Stahl had a couple of chances that were pretty dang good. The first 2-on-1 that I mentioned earlier, and there was another one that he had, I think he had like another 2-on-1, and then he decided to shoot, but then Bishop saved it, something like that. He had a few chances in this game. He didn't convert until later, we'll get to that, but he was decent in this game. I think he was really good, but he just didn't make the right plays at certain times, and he didn't get the max amount of points that he really could have. Now, Ham Hughes from the point shoots it, goes off of Darling's pad. It's straight in the middle of the crease, and Pitlick just tries to poke it in. He gets it in. 2-0 Stars. Pitlick gets his first goal of the game. Just after Ham Hughes goes for the hit, but just gets like carouseled around. It was pretty hilarious. He was going for the hit, but then I think it was Fleury it was something like that. Just prepare for it. And he was just flying. It was hilarious. He didn't end up getting injured, but it was hilarious to watch. Now Sagan goes and takes a penalty. And you know why this is important? Yeah, you know. Sagan comes out of the box. He comes out of the box and gets on a breakaway. The defender knew that he was coming out, but just wasn't quite there enough. Sagan knows that he has to go for the shot because there's no pass available, really. He goes for the shot. An absolute beauty. Man, is it nice having Tyler Sagan, Jamie Benn, and Alex Radulov on our team? It's pretty dang fun. 3-0 Stars. Now, Roussel's on the boards, and Pitlick is right in front of the net. I think you know what happens next. Roussel just backhand passes it right to Pitlick's stick. He just kind of lazily whacks it. It goes in somehow. Darling probably should have had that. It just squeaks out of his blocker and in. 4-0 Stars. You could tell that we might need that cushion. Radulov on the right side. On a 2-on-1 with Sagan, he decides to pass it. It doesn't get through to Sagan. Had a nice chance. Radulov, I think, had a great chance to get his first actual goal. But he decides to pass it. I mean, he was 1 for 1 when he decided to pass it to Ben. And he decides to go for it again. I think that he probably wants to shoot more. I think he probably needs to. Now, I noticed that guys like Steven Johns and Esa Lindell were able to block shots from key guys like Skinner. Skinner didn't really get all that many lanes this time around. He looked frustrated at points. He didn't end up getting the goals, but Steven Johns in the second period looked really good, blocking some shots. He was blocking them basically almost perfect shots that were going to go in. Now, Skinner, right before this third period, slaps it on Bishop, and then slaps it on again, shoots it, and the rebound was right there. Bishop probably should have had that, but hey, that was one mistake. And we go back into the third period, 4-1, Skinner gets a goal. Now Skinner comes in, whacks the puck off Bishop, it goes straight in the air. Bishop tries to go for his glove, and Skinner whacks again. Bishop thinks it's goalie interference. I'm kind of iffy on the whole thing, if it is or not. The ruling stands as it is a goal, but I don't know, you can make the argument as it's goalie interference, but I don't know if it's quite enough to overturn a goal. And if it's blatant, it will get turned over, but if it was something like this where it's not really as obvious, it probably won't, and that was the case here. Say, this next goal is just a ball breaker, man. Bishop makes a save he's on his side of the net, and he has the leg over the post, trying to block any attempt by Aho to get a pass from behind the net. And he does his job, but then Hamhuis comes in, he's going for Aho, and then his skate gets caught in Bishop's pad, and Stahl scores. Like, well, you can't make that stuff up. Like, I haven't seen that yet in my short hockey watching career, but I've never seen that, probably anything like that. It's just, I don't know how that happens. 3 stars. The stars are scaring me. It's not Halloween yet. They are supposed to be spooky. I would have been so mad if they ended up tying it, but alas, they don't, thankfully. Now, Bishop was fantastic when they had the 2-man advantage. He was able to make some clutch stops there. Stops that Lettinen or Niemi would never make in a million years. It's a major upgrade knowing that you have a guy like Bishop down there who will make clutch saves like that, and it's you know, a couple of those goals were his fault. I mean, he could have stopped that one where Skinner had the 2 rebounds and the one that he put it up in the air. But man, that third goal he couldn't have stopped because Hamhuis was just being I don't know. Bishop had a decent game. He had a good game. I don't feel like he was too bad. He didn't make the stops that he needed to, and he got us the win. And that's all you can really ask for at this point in the regular season. You want the win, and he got it. But we play the Carl Avalanche next. I'm hoping we can get the win. They're on a little bit of a cold streak here. I'm hoping we can get the win against them. It'll be in a couple of days here. Then we have like a big road trip in that like Western Canada road trip, and then we come back home for a couple of games. So the schedule is pretty wacky at this point, but it's going to be a tough road trip for them. I'm hoping that they get a few wins, but they aren't historically that great on the road, so we'll see. But I'm hoping for the best, but I don't know. I don't feel that good about it. But we are 5-3 on this season. Hurricanes in 3-2-1. It was funny to see. Now the Hurricanes are 3-2-1. They don't have a bad record, but they're 7th in the Metropolitan, and that's just ridiculous. Like that division is still the best in the league, and it probably will be for a few more years. But that is going to be it for today, guys. Guys, did enjoy? Make sure you like. Guys, really enjoy. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.